This is Mark Woodruff at Woody Creative, and we're going to talk about how you create a new blog for the People and Performance Strategies website for the blog on that page. This is what the blog looks like. The site's still in development. But the blog, of course, is this convention for WordPress is /blog. So what we're looking at is all the chronological listings of all sort of what are just the test blogs. And it consists of the image, which is the feature image, and then the headline, some information, some meta information here, and then the beginning part of the blog, which you can actually control. But so this is just showing each one of the blogs chronologically. If I were to click on any individual blog, this one is actually called "This is the template for the blog," and this is the template that we're going to use. This is what the blog format looks like. So there'll be this sidebar probably, and we may change it or add to it, but this sidebar will appear on every single blog post. So to create a post, let's go to New and Post. And we're going to use the, let's say, we'll call it test post. And we're going to jump to the Divi Builder because we're going to pull in a layout that we've created. So we're going to load this layout and search for MAC. It's right here, MAC Mac Blog Post Template. So we're going to load that. And then go ahead and take a look at it just so we can see all the components are there, and then we can kind of strip this apart and re-edit it however we want. We put in here this, like if you want to float an image in the middle of the copy, sometimes it's easier than trying to get it to sit flush right or flush left. Just stick it in the middle and let there be space. Might be a good convention. So obviously, here's by the way, when you're looking at the blog, so let's go back to the main blog or the main chronological listing of all blogs. This little excerpt here can be controlled, and you can say exactly, like if you only wanted to say that much, copy that. We would go in here in a new post and type into, close some of these things, and type into the excerpt exactly what we wanted it to say. Okay. So we'll take that up for now. And we're not going to talk too much about tags and categories because we don't have a lot of those set up yet. But obviously you would want to get your tags in there. Okay, so what we're going to do is let's look at, I think we've got, all right, we're going to look at this blog post. So we're going to, this is the one we're going to build from the old site. Let's just copy that and exit it here for a minute because we actually need this to be let's go ahead and make this be the title, and we won't let it be a test. And that means we need to edit here too. And I can just hit OK, and it'll add all the hyphens and etc. Okay, so we're going to edit the text component of this. I really could go ahead and just get rid of everything on this page. So I'm just going to start copying text and go down to here. And then I think I'm just going to go ahead and Shift Control V, paste everything on the page, and decide if we want to keep that in there. I wonder if that was on every one of the existing, I guess so, we'll keep that on there. So there's some things it looks like we'll need to make sure and get the links working to these kind of things. And we'll add this image. So let's see, let's go ahead and I'm just going to dump this image, add media. I'm just going to hit a space and we already saved this image to the library. It's right there. You have to sometimes check on the alignment and make sure it's full size. In the alignment here, I think by default it's left. I'm going to go ahead and insert it, but I don't like how that does right there. So what I'm going to do is change the alignment from left to no alignment, and it just lets you have a blank area off to the right. Okay, So let's see. Let's copy that, turn that into a link, and come on. Well, maybe it did it. We'll see. And this needs to be a link. Copy that. See if it did it. No, it did not, and no, it did not. All right, let's check. I want that to be. I'm not sure why that's not working, because usually maybe it's just taking its time, but usually all you have to do is highlight it and hit link. Let's try it in the text version. Link. Okay, here we go. So we want that to be a link to there. Add the link. And same thing for here. I'm going to copy that before I hit link. And when I paste it, it looks like it gets it for us. And down here, that I should have had that open in a new tab. Okay, so this could probably, let's go back to the visual. On some of these things, like that would be a better, I think H3 is a headline. That's probably the good size that we're looking for there and for there. And usually we'd have some other headlines in here. And there weren't any in the original post. There weren't any headlines or subheads, but we really could use some. So let's see real quick. Let me think about it. A couple things in here. I'm going to fix this comma, put it in the right place. A couple things that I would just go through and edit. Let's see. Have we named her yet? So there's a handful of things that are not done correctly here. I don't think we named who she is. Just going to go ahead and keep these caps on the video. Okay, I'm going to assume that that's an official thing. Okay, this is way too far down for an attribution, so I'm going to take that and put it after. It should be up to the first end of the first sentence, comma, quote, said CEO of People and Performance Strategies, and continue to quote. Okay, and that should probably do it for the most part. Let's see what that's looking like. Okay, not a whole lot going on there, but that's how we're going to create a blog post.